Did you know that there's an entire branch of physics that bears his name? Well, there's a lot more to this physicist and engineer than just that. So let's learn about the life and inventions of one of history's most influential scientists. And I would also like to thank Brilliant for sponsoring this video. Marie Ampère was born on January 20th, 1775 in Lyons, France. His father was a wealthy silk manufacturer and inventor, and he hoped that his son would follow in his footsteps. So it's not surprising that when he was 5 years old, he was sent to a boarding school run by priests, where he could receive a good education in subjects like math and engineering. But unfortunately, the teachers at this school weren't very good at teaching. And after 6 years, Father took him out and hired private tutors instead. This worked much better, and by the time he was 14, he was already an expert in math. In fact, he was so good that he was asked to give lectures at the local lyceum. And even though he was just a teenager, he accepted the offer and started working as a teacher while also continuing his own studies in physics and engineering. As a young adult, he wrote several papers on these topics and became friends with some of the leading scientists in France, including Joseph Louis Lagrange, who was a mathematician and physicist, and Pierre-Simon Laplace, who was a mathematician and astronomer. He also married Suki, who was the daughter of an apothecary, and they had 2 sons together. But despite all this success, Ampère wasn't satisfied. He wanted to do more. So in 1796, he joined the French military as an engineer and was sent to serve in the artillery. There, he developed several new weapons, including a device for throwing shells without a cannon. This earned him the rank of artillery captain. And when the revolution in Saint Domingo broke out in 1791, he was sent there to put it down. But after witnessing the brutal suppression of the slaves by the colonial army, he resigned from the military and returned to France. In 1801, he became the chair of a new institute that Napoleon had founded called the École Polytechnique, where he taught engineering and physics. This was a prestigious position, and it allowed him to live in Paris and work at the renowned French Academy of Sciences. It was here that he made some of his most important discoveries. For example, in 1802, he discovered the relationship between electricity and magnetism. He found that when an electric current passes through a wire, it creates a magnetic field around the wire. This is known as Ampere's law, and it's one of the fundamental laws of physics. He also developed the first practical electric motor and the first electromagnet, and in 1806, he discovered that the resistance of a wire is inversely proportional to its thickness. These discoveries and laws are the basis for our understanding of electromagnetism, and they paved the way for the development of electric motors, generators, transformers, and other electrical devices that we use every day. In addition to his work on electricity and magnetism, Ampère also made contributions to other areas of physics and mathematics. For example, he developed a theory of heat that was based on the kinetic theory of matter. He also studied the properties of light, and he investigated the stability of celestial objects like the planets and the stars. He published his work in several papers and books, and he was awarded the Légion d'honneur, the highest order of merit in France. But sadly, he never saw the impact that his work would have on the world. He died of a stroke on June 10th, 1836 at the age of 61. Even so, his legacy lives on today. The unit of electric current is named the ampere in his honor, and there's an entire branch of physics that bears his name, thanks to his groundbreaking discoveries and contributions to our understanding of the physical world. There's a lot more to learn about the amazing scientific discoveries of the past, and Brilliant is the best way to do it. I especially recommend checking out their courses on classical mechanics and electricity and magnetism, which cover the fundamental principles that explain how everything from planetary motion to electric motors works, with interactive modules that make learning really fun and engaging. Brilliant will help you build your problem-solving skills and deepen your understanding of science. Whether you're interested in physics, computer science, math, or more, the experts at Brilliant have created over 60 courses that make learning easy and accessible for everyone. So, sign up today and start learning with Brilliant. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.